strada piano si dissolve, morning light across the stone. Nothing waiting, nothing calling, just the quiet we have known. On gravel, steady line, cool air resting in the pines. Every step a softer weight, leaving things we used to take. Green fades slowly into grey, rock and sky begin to stay. Wide and open, nothing tight, just the rhythm of the climb. Piano, piano, we move along. No need for more than a quiet song. Just sky and stone and space to breathe. A simpler way to just be. Switchbacks winding through the day, sunlight breaking over clay, jagged shadows calm and wide. Something shifts somewhere inside, valleys falling far below. Time begins to move more slow. We don't talk, we don't need, there is nothing here to keep. Sembra più leggero, like we've been here long before. Far ahead the ridgeline bends, tracing where the trail extends. Light breaks softly through the sky as the hours drift quietly by. Steps grow slower, breath grows deep, nothing heavy left to keep. Rock and wind and open space, guide us through this shifting place. Questo momento, let it stay. Simple things along the way. Pane caldo, vino rosso. Everything feels soft and close. Stars above the ridge expand. We say less, we understand. No need now for anything, just the calm the mountains bring. Grey morning glass, a slower start, we let it pass. Espresso warm against the cold, Quiet hands on metal holes, stepping back into the gray, letting everything just stay. Rock replaces softer ground, sharp and loose with every sound. Walls rise, close then fall away, shaping how we move today. Rough and quiet, nothing loud, walking slowly through the cloud. No need to chase or understand, we let go of every plan. Sky above, no straight lines, no perfect love. Wind moves through and then it's gone, leaving us to carry on. Hands on rock, a careful flow, every step a way to know. Not control but just to feel, something simple, something real. Traroccia e nuvole, we lose what we don't. Begin to pull apart, light returns without a start. Far below the valley bends, tracing where the trail extends. Switchbacks cut across the slow, moving steady, moving slow. Breath and rhythm find their place as we follow through the space. Voices low, a kind of peace we come to know. Not from distance, not from speed, just from needing less to be. Stars remain, wind dissolves into the plain. Another day begins to fade, leaving calm that doesn't change. Cold light on a silver sky, something bigger drawing high. Morning breaks in thinner air, stillness drifting everywhere. A different tone, a wider view, like the day will open through. Higher now than days before, less of ground and something more. Endless lines and shades of blue, pulling everything in view. giorno we can feel something sharper, something real, wide and wild and open, free, exactly where we're meant to be. Steel lines fixed into the face, steps that hang in open space, hands on cable, breath pulled tight, moving slowly into height. Drop below without a sound, sky expands in every round. Every step both calm and clear, somewhere close to edge and fear. Tra aria e roccia sospesi, somewhere between fear and ease. All at once, silence wider than it was, peaks unfolding all around, layered light without a sound. No words needed for the view, just the space it moves through you. This is where it stays somehow, not in then or even now. Serve dire cosa sia, just this breath, just being here. All the distance, all the climb, falling softly out of time. Warm along the ridge, back toward a quiet refuge. Last Rifugio, softer tone, holding something we now own. Soft rain on a wooden frame. Morning never fully came. We step out but barely far. Clouds hang low where mountains are. Stone turns dark beneath our feet. Sky and trail no longer meet. Piano, piano, we turn around. Nothing lost, nothing found. Back again to the same old hut. Boots still wet, the door half shut. Not a loss, just part of the way. Rain keeps falling through the day. Different tone, sense of shift beneath the known. Packs go on but lighter still. Not just weight but change of will. Steps descend into the green. Past the lines of what we've seen. Peaks begin to fade behind, but remain inside the mind. Not a shape so distant view, but in everything we do. It wasn't just the road we crossed, or all the height we gained or lost. It's something quieter than that, a simple thing we carry back. Trees return, the sounds grow near, filling up the open air, but not the way it was before. Something settles even more, a slower breath, a softer pace, a different way to fill the space. No need now to move so fast, we let the moment softly last. Non è finita, cambia forma. Stays with us, just transformed. One last turn, a final view, every ridge dissolving through. No need to hold, no need to keep it settled somewhere running deep. The road appears where we began, closing out the quiet span, but nothing really ends right here. It shifts, it stays, it lingers near. Non è finita, just changed form, something steady, something warm. A part of this comes back with us in quieter ways. The road returns beneath the wheels. But something quiet never leaves. Valleys pass in softened light, days compress into the night, but in the silence something stays, a trace of all the mountain days. We thought it ended down below, but something tells us there's still more. Another range, another line, waiting just beyond this time. Non è finita, non ancora. Another path, un'altra storia. What we found begins again, just beyond where we had been. Maps unfold without a sound, familiar names on different ground. Rosengarten calls us near, something sharper waiting here. Tra due mondi senza fretta, we carry both, we don't disconnect. Breaks across the redstone walls, the Rosengarten towers tall. Cold morning cuts the waking air, like something still unfinished there. First steps along the narrow stone, the silence moves but stays unknown. Cables rise into the blue and pull the early light straight through. Steel drums and rock in steady time, our hands and breath fall into line, each movement slow, controlled and clean. We climb toward places rarely seen. Questo è l'inizio, rise with me. Hearts beat hard and open free. Wide horizons pull us high. Step by step we feed the fire. Hold the line and trust the climb. Mountain rhythm sets the time. Stretch into the light, we climb through wide on wide on wide. The drops below fade out of view, a world reduced to rock and blue. The wind cuts softly past the face, no fixed point, no certain place. Yet in this way we find our home. The edge becomes the place we're grown. Tra ferro e aria, sospesi senza paura. Metal cold against my gloves, wind carving through the shifting cloud. Shadows sliding over towers alive, between the void and what we trust, and the quiet reason I keep climbing. Layer on layer, far and wide, a moving sea of light and tide. No need for words to fill the air. We stand inside the cloud we share. These moments never choose to stay, yet somehow never fade away. Non served, arise with me, wild and still in what we see. Just this breath and just this will, standing where the world is still. Hold the ridge and trust the climb. Mountain rhythm sets the time. The evening settles on the stone. Rifugio holds us small alone. The best days end but still remain, carried softly through the grain. Questo è l'inizio, we can feel something raw and something real. Wide exposure, open sky, where the earth just falls away below. Non serve dire cosa sia, just this breath, just standing here. Everything both wild and still, bending slowly to the will. Evening falls on quiet walls. Rifugio holds us safe and small. The best day ends but somehow stays, carried softly through the haze. Gold light, sharper hour, a steeper line, already there. Trail runs thin along the side, Laurenzi waiting further wide. A darker edge, a tighter hold, stone and steel exposed and cold. Hands find iron, feet find space. Every move a careful trace. No distraction, no excess. Only focus, nothing less. Piano piano, passo dopo passo, balancing between the rock and shadow. No need to rush, no need to show, just the quiet way we go. Drops fall deep below the line. Sky expands on every side. Body steady, breath aligned, leaving other thoughts behind. Metal sings beneath the hand. Something ancient, something planned. A simple trust in what is there between the climb and open air. Tra rocca viva e cielo immobile. We move where both collide. Then the ridge begins to flow, wider now, a softer glow. Tension fades without a sound. Feet return to steadier ground. Hut appears, the light grows warm. End of day, a gentle form. Fatigue settled into calm. Like the mountain leaves a mark. Voices blend. Another day without an end. Held somewhere we don't explain. Quiet, steady, like the rain. Slower, softer light. Movement easy, nothing tight. We leave the towers far behind. Rosengarten fades to line. Past now wider ground, more green. A quieter kind of in-between. No sharp edges, no steep climb. Just a steady passing time. We don't rush or draw a line. Every step its own small sign of a quiet shift inside. Tra i prati sotto il cielo different rhythm, just as real. Less intense, but just as true. Another way to move it through. Sassolungo in distant view, softly coming into blue. Massive quiet, standing still, waiting without force or will. We don't rush to reach the end, nothing pressing on our mind. Every step its own small sign of a quiet shift inside. Domani we walk the gentle line. Afternoon begins to slow, shadows stretching, golden glow. Another hut, another door, a familiar calm. Once more, voices low, a shared retreat, rest returning to the feet. Not the highlight, not the peak, but the space we didn't seek. Poi dopo la pioggia, a rainbow on the ridge. Quiet, unexpected, just before the day slipped. Cool, a sharper line, something waiting in the climb. Steps are quick, the air is thin, laughing as the day begins. Boots on gravel, breath in sync, closer now than we might think. Ridge ahead, the walls in sight, approach alive with early light. Back to iron, back to stone. A different face but same unknown. Cables stretch across the wall, calling quietly to us all. Hands remember what to do. Balance shifts, perspective too. Nothing forced, nothing rushed. Every movement calm and hushed. Paura calma, passo via. Hold the breath and keep the beat. Rock, scia, ventolina mia. Find the rhythm in your feet. Step by step step we rise and stay. No resistance, just the flow. Call and echo, move and sway. Up the line we choose to go. Ledges narrow, air expands. Distance slipping through our hands. Sunlight breaking on the gray, lighting where we find our way. Body tired but still aligned. Less resistance in the mind. We've been here in some form before, walking through an open door. Tra forza e silenzio, we carry both at once. Begins to end. Rock softens, angles bend. We step out onto the high, where the peaks dissolve in sky. Another day, another line, etched into this stretch of time. Not the first, not the last, but one that's quietly held fast. The day, just the calm that wants to stay. Backs are on, but something's changed. Not the path, but how it's framed. Steps descend through grass and stone, but we're not the same as before. Peaks remain behind the view. Still they follow, still they move. Not a shape so distant line, but somewhere deeper, undefined. Non è finita, solo cambiata. One last turn, a final glance, a jagged stone and shifting chance. No need to stop, no need to stay. It's already on its way. The trail dissolves into the road. The weight returns, but not the load. A quiet ease begins to grow where the mountains used to flow. No clear ending, no full line, just a shift in space and time. Brenta lingers in the mind, quiet, patient, undefined. No goodbye beneath the sky, only colors passing by. Rosengarten fades from sight, but stays in everything that's right. No last moment, no hard line, just a trace that stays in